talk to you for a second?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Joey was surprisingly wise on Friends.
Sorry to burst that bubble, Phoebes, but selfless good deeds don't exist.
For this list, we're looking at instances when Joey was the smartest one in the room. If you have any thoughts about this list, you would be wise to leave us a comment below. Number 10. Turning off the radiator. While everyone likes to stay warm and cozy at Christmas, things in Monica and Rachel's apartment get too hot in this season 2 holiday episode.
Okay, this way is on, so this is off.
When Ross accidentally breaks the knob on the radiator, the apartment becomes a sauna, and nobody knows how to fix it. The place is full of partygoers, one of whom is the building's super, and yet none of them know that apparently you can turn off the radiator from underneath.
Holy crap, is it hot in here?
Really? Hey, you mind if I turn the heat down?
Hey, we could have used that kind of thinking earlier.
This is a fact that the gang is later shocked to learn from Joey.
Hey, Monica, the knob was broken, so I just turned it off from underneath. I hope that's all right.
Number 9. Helping Phoebe switch diets. We all know that Joey loves meat and Phoebe is a vegetarian. However, when Phoebes is pregnant in season 4, she suddenly finds herself and the baby craving a carnivorous diet.
Yes. Can't believe it, the baby wants bologna. Baby wants me to eat meat, I can't eat meat.
Wait. Maybe it's a pickle.
This obviously doesn't sit well with her meat is murder conscience. So what is she to do? Well, turns out Joey has a great idea that involves him going vegetarian for the rest of her pregnancy in order to balance off her meat consumption.
I eat a lot of meat, right?
Yeah.
But suppose, until the baby's born, I laid off it. No extra animals would die, you'd just be eating my animals.
Not only is this an indicator of his wisdom, it also displays Joey's unmatched commitment to his friends.
Well, when is the baby due?
6 months.
Hey, now, if a cow should die of natural causes, I could have one of those, right?
Not if I get there first.
Number 8. Post-breakup phases. We all know about the stages of grief: shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, reconstruction, and acceptance.
That's only phase 1. I'll be back for phase 2. I would never miss phase 2.
What's phase 2?
Getting drunk and going to a strip club.
But thanks to Joey, we also know about the post-breakup phases as well. With Chandler still sitting around in his sweatpants, phase 1 by the way, the girls have no idea what to do to help him.
Oh, and it helps him get to phase 3, picturing yourself with other women.
There are naked ladies there, too.
Yeah.
But Joey does, and this is when he explains to Monica about the phases of dealing with a breakup. There's a good chance he came up with the stages as an excuse to take his friends to strip clubs, but if it works, right?
She had the smoothest skin. I mean, when I stuck that dollar bill in her G-string and grazed her thigh.
Phase 3! I just achieved phase 3!
Number 7. Advice for Chandler. For someone who for most of the series barely ever got serious with a girl, Joey was often pretty wise when it came to relationships. In season 3, Chandler is dating Janice, but learns that she still has feelings for her ex-husband.
You still love him? Do you still love me?
He's devastated and asks Joey what he would do. While you might assume that Joey would just take his best friend's side and tell him to fight for her, that isn't how it goes down.
Probably not going to want to hear this, but if it was me, and this is just me, I would bow out.
What?
Joey recognizes that the situation is bigger than that, and that Janice and her ex have kids, and that if they can make that work, Chandler should let them try.
They're like a family. And if there's a chance they can make that work, I know I wouldn't want to be the guy who stood in the way of that.
Number 6. Figuring out that Chandler and Monica are seeing each other. While still trying to keep their relationship a secret, Monica and Chandler go away together under the guise of separate work trips.
Seems like Chandler's conference could have been in Connecticut or Vermont.
I'm not in charge of where the conference is held. Do you want people to think it's a fake conference? It's a real conference.
The romantic getaway ends up being anything but romantic, although they can't really talk about it since no one in the group knows they were at the same hotel.
The hotel you stayed at called. Said someone left an eyelash curler in your room.
Yes, that was mine.
However, when pieces of their individual trip stories come out, Joey puts 2 and 2 together and realizes what's happening, which is even more surprising given that we're not sure he could literally add 2 and 2 together that fast.
The reason we didn't tell anyone was because we didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
But it is a big deal. I have to tell someone.
You can't.
Number 5. Ross's secret admirer. When Ross is teaching at the university, he gets an anonymous student evaluation that is very complimentary.
Check out what this one student wrote. I loved Dr. Geller's class. Mind-blowing lectures. Dr. Geller, you are definitely the hottie of the paleontology department.
He's obviously flattered and intrigued as to which student is so enamored by him. But given that the evaluations are anonymous, he knows that there's no way to determine who they might be. Or at least that's what he assumes.
Evaluations are all anonymous.
Hey, do you still have their final exams?
Yeah.
Oh, because you could just match the evaluation to the exam with the same handwriting, and boom, there's your admirer.
Without missing a beat, Joey provides Ross with a simple, dare we say brilliant way to figure out which of his students thinks he's the hottie of the paleontology department.
A hot girl's at stake, and all of a sudden he's Rain Man.
Number 4. Jellyfish advice. Quick, what do you do if you get stung by a jellyfish? If you said pee on it, you're not alone. That's probably what most people would say.
Don't blame me. I saw it on the Discovery Channel.
You know what? He's right. There's something like ammonia in that kills the pain.
And if you're a Friends fan, it's probably because that's what Joey told Monica to do when she got stung. Joey had seen a show on the Discovery Channel and remembered that urine could help ease the pain of a jellyfish sting.
I saw that on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, about jellyfish and how if you... Ew.
So that's what they did, and it worked. Although we should probably point out that there's actually no evidence to show that peeing on a jellyfish sting will help with the pain. But it worked in the show, and it was Joey's idea, so that's all that matters here.
I stepped up. She's my friend and she needed help. If I had to, I'd pee on any one of you.
Number 3. Hidden box of snacks. They say that those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Man, pizza? I like pizza.
Put olives on the pizza.
And Joey learned from history. The history of being trapped in Monica's bedroom for hours when Ross and Rachel were breaking up in the living room. What he learned was that being stuck in the room without anything to eat sucked. So what did he do? He hid a box of snacks in there.
And when they got in that big fight and broke up and we were all stuck in here all night with no food or anything, well, when Ross said Rachel at the wedding, I figured it was gonna happen again. You know? So I hid this in here.
And guess what? It came in handy when the 4 are once again trapped in the room while Ross tries to tell Rachel that Emily doesn't want them hanging out anymore.
Condoms?
Hey, you don't know how long we're gonna be in here. We may have to repopulate the Earth.
His reason for including the condoms in the box is less wise, but the food and activities, that was smart. Number 2, the trail. Remember when Ross slept with the girl from the copy place?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we figured when we couldn't find you, you'd gone home to make up with Rachel. Which is probably what you should have done, huh?
No, we're not going to debate the question of whether he and Rachel were on a break or not. We bring it up in order to point out Joey's words of wisdom to his friend.
Right. Okay, now, we just have to make sure she doesn't find out some other way. Did you think about the trail?
You see, Ross feels so bad about what happened that he hasn't considered all the details about the aftermath of his actions. But Joey has.
Trail from the woman you did it with to the woman you hope never finds out you did it. You always have to think about the trail.
And it all comes down to the trail, the path that leads from what he did back to Rachel, a trail that Ross isn't able to cut off before word reaches her. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Good deeds. We're still trying to think of a selfless good deed.
It was a really nice thing and all, but it made you feel really good, right?
Yeah, so?
Well, it made you feel good, so that makes it selfish. Look, there's no unselfish good deeds, sorry.
Whom? His confidence makes it even better.
That we're having a baby, and it's not doesn't matter who came on to who.
Whom?
That's right.
Wednesday at 11:30. He makes a very good point.
Maybe it's a universal thing.
Yeah, or maybe it's because you're all hanging around here at 11:30 on a Wednesday.
Yeah, let's head off to work.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Moo point.
What is an appropriate amount of time to wait before you make a move?
Oh, I'd say about a month.
Really? Let's say 3 to 4.
Half hour.
Yes, we know the word is moot and not moo, but in this case, Joey's wisdom doesn't come from his knowledge of the proper word, but more so his brilliant explanation of the wrong one. His definition of a moo point as the equivalent of a cow's opinion is so good we kind of wish that the word was moo instead of moot.
Yeah, it's like a cow's opinion. You know, it just doesn't matter. It's moo.
Also, his advice to Rachel that she shouldn't hit on the newly single tag without first considering if he's into her is pretty solid as well.
Have I been living with him for too long, or did that all just make sense?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.